Gang in the building.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see the Rams' sure-handed wide receiver. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Rams and the Gunners, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Gunners and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
As this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
First play from scrimmage, Newton going to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. This is fielded at the 27. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 13 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
This is Thomas. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're going to look to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Gunners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass.
Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From the 50, Newton. Gates with a grab. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton flushed out right. And that one going to come up short.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 35.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now Thomas.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now in this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's May. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Toss play. This is Eric Dickerson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw is Newton. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Thomas.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, it's Thomas. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a give inside for Falk. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Holt.
He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Houston's offense taking over again.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one complete to Reed. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. And Thomas has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's May. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
That's caught at the 1.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Gunners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. A.J. Brown, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. George Pickens, over 200 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Thomas. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's May.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Second and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Gunners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now the point after try for Santos. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Newton.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
On the handoff, this is Falk. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup in 2nd and 8.
On the give, here's Falk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right side catch. This is Gates. Touchdown! From 17 yards out.
And the Rams are back within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. And they get him down before he takes it across the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's May. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second down and 7.
Up the middle they go. It's Thomas. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now a 3-point swing right there.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people, yet he's still following the line. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. Thomas.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 77 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to him on first down.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's May. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Gunners get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Newton on first down. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on second down. Newton. He's got his man, Gates.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for L.A.
And even 50 yards. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career. And that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 17, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on second down. Newton got his man complete over the middle. That's Hope. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
109 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 3rd down, it's Thomas. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run on first down. It's Thomas, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to swell the lead to 6. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So one big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.